Hey everyone, the premise behind today's video is pretty simple. Since we're in the off season for 2023 and we're about to enter the main prime peak season for 2023, Busch Gardens is working to get the park in ship shape for the crowds that are going to be coming. So we're just going to be going around the park, see what they've updated, see what's new, and show you all of the updates. Most importantly, that wooden structure that we saw outside of Dark Coaster in our Mardi Gras video. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it to you in this video. Well, we may or may not have found out what it's for. Stay tuned if you want more information on that. When you first walk into the Emporium, you're greeted with a display featuring a plethora of the new 2023 merchandise. Starting from left to right, there is a long sleeve t-shirt, which is $42. It features some of the attractions: the Sky Ride, Loch Ness Monster, the Clock Tower, the little cuckoo clock over in the Germany area, Fest House, and the train at the bottom. Next to the long sleeve t-shirt is a selection of mugs. These mugs are $19.99 and they feature the 2023 as well as similar images to what's on the long sleeve shirt. As a matter of fact, that's basically the images that they use on all of this 2023 merchandise that you see here. And Jen's showing you the shot glass that they have available for $9.99. Below that is a very large water bottle, large plastic water bottle. It is $19.99 also. There is a picture frame, 2023 picture frame. And that one is $34.99, a little bit on the pricey side, but it's pretty fancy, so it's not bad. There is a 2023 ornament. That one is $14.99. Above that, there are lanyards showing the same designs. That one is $9.99. And then beneath that are the pouches that connect to the lanyard, because they want to sell them separately for some reason. That pouch is $7.99, so you're looking at about $18 for the set. Next to that, they also have a 2023 sweatshirt. The sweatshirt is $47.99. It looks like, from what I can see, they only have the long-sleeved versions of the 2023 merchandise in blue. They have two different 2023 pins. One of them is a member pin, the one on the right. Let's see if I can get the reflection out of here. And these two pins, they retail for, let's see, the non-member pin is, let's see if I can get this to focus, $11.99, and the member pin is $12.99. There's also a 2023, I guess, sort of fanny pack. It's kind of small for a fanny pack, but I assume that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's a fanny pack. And that one, if this may or may not be a price tag, yes, it is $19.99. 23 magnets. The magnet is $9.99. And then last but not least, for the 2023 merchandise inside of the Emporium, is this gray t-shirt. The t-shirt is the cheapest of the clothing items at $29.99. There's also a gray, somewhat tie-dyed version of the 2023 t-shirt, so you can get that shirt in regular gray or this tie-dyed style. And there's a dark gray, child-sized version of the shirt as well. The child's t-shirt retails for $27.99. One more item. There is a child-sized 2023 hoodie. That one is the same price as the long-sleeve adult t-shirt at $42.99. Busch Gardens likes to have monthly member items that members only can purchase. Last year they were giving away, well, not giving away, they were selling glasses that members could buy. This year they have two different things. They have these plates that come out on a monthly basis. The Apollo's Chariot one here is the January one, and the Loch Ness Monster is the new February plate that's available for members to purchase. In addition to the plates, they also have been releasing monthly pins for members. The January pin, just like the plate, was Apollo's Chariot, which is featured here. And that pin, as well as February's pin, the Invader pin, both of them retail for... There were no prices on the back of the pins, but they're $9.99 each. The plates that we showed a second ago are $5 each. They've also released these two Mardi Gras pins for the festivity. The one on the right is $11.99 and the one on the left is $13.99, with the clock tower draped in the Mardi Gras colors just like it is right outside the store. Last year they made Big Bad Wolf and Loch Ness Monster t-shirts available for members to purchase. I'm not sure if this is new for 2023 or not, but it's new to me. They have alternate versions of the designs on light jackets. I'm not sure of the material. Let me see. It's a silky material that these are made out of. Loch Ness Monster, Big Bad Wolf. Each of these retail for $74.99. We mentioned this in our Mardi Gras coverage video, but in case you didn't see that video, the confectionery at the moment has paper over the windows. It looks like they're refurbing inside of it. It says there's a refreshed look and updated candy choices, expanded coffee options, and it also lets you know where to find drinks such as Starbucks and fudge to eat. As they seem to do during the cold months, the off-season, the bridge between Italy and Oktoberfest is currently closed, so once you're in Italy you have to turn around and walk the lap around the park to get back over to Oktoberfest. If you're able to take your eyes off of the sheep that are over here, one thing of note is the Sky Ride is actually running today, which is unusual in the colder months. It wasn't running when we were here in January, so I don't know if it will continue to run, but it's good to see it running today. Let's hope it keeps going. Busch Gardens has really let their Escape from Pompeii sign go. That needs some work. Here's a look at an entirely dry Escape from Pompeii. It's interesting that they don't want anybody splashing down into a big block of ice. I don't know why that would be. In the distance of Escape from Pompeii, it looks like they still have a little bit of the stuff that you wouldn't normally see on the exterior of the haunted houses from Howl Scream. I'm not sure if they keep that up at all times or if they're just waiting to take it down, but it looks like it's still up right now. They're starting to plant their plants for the summer season here now, so once it starts warming up, this is going to be a very flowery area. Both sides of the walkway that lead into the Italy and Festa Italia area of the park. Not only do they put signs out to let you know that the bridge between Italy and Oktoberfest is closed for the moment, they actually put it on the large park maps that you can find scattered throughout the park. We wanted to at least show some of the work on the bridge, but they're making sure nobody gets anywhere near it this year. I remember last year they had someone around here who was just stopping people from continuing to go that way, but now they put up a fence. They also put up a fence going into the theater over here, so we can't even get any ground level footage of the bridge, so I'll be adding the footage that we were able to capture from the Sky Ride earlier today, instead of actually walking up to the bridge work. Inside the Tempesto shop, you can also find the 2023 merchandise that we saw in the Emporium. They have what looks to be the full selection. They have the shirts and the mugs, the frames, and over on this wall they have the t-shirts. Like the signpost pin that we saw earlier, there is what I assume is supposed to be a lanyard with the signpost on it as well. It's a very thick lanyard. and it velcros together, which is very strange. Which is why I'm not entirely sure it's supposed to be a lanyard. But either way, the lanyard retails for $11.99, and it also has this metallic hook up at the top, which is also kind of strange. It's almost like a belt in a way, but I don't know if that's what it's intended to be. The reason I think it's probably a lanyard is because they also, in addition, have a lanyard pouch here, which also has the signpost on it, and the lanyard pouch is $7.99. A couple other lanyards here that may or may not be new. They're new to us at least because we don't recognize them. There's the one with a bunch of colored roller coaster track, and then there's this other one that has all of the Roman gods for Pantheon. Both of these two lanyards are $9.99 a piece. Not sure whether this is intentional or just an oversight by the park, but the Roman frieze is still known as the Coco Cafe, which they changed the name to at Christmas time last year. Many of the attractions are closed today, including all but 3 of the coasters. Alpengeist is running, Apollo's Chariot is running, and Verbolten is running. Noticeably absent among that list is Pantheon. It's pretty cold out today, and it's probably going to continue to be pretty cold, so expect Pantheon to be down for a while. This coaster in particular closes very easily. It doesn't hold up to wind very well, and it's pretty windy in the winter time around here, so I don't expect this to be running for a good while yet. So here's a better look at the rides that are actually open today, or during this season at least. Verbolten, Apollo's Chariot, Alpengeist. They have Finnegan's Flyer, a bunch of kiddie rides, the Oscar Whirlyworms, Prince Almost Spire, Der Autobahn Jr., Flutter Sputter, Bug-a-Dug, and then Le Catapult, Kinder Carousel, Little Gliders, Little Balloons, Little Clydes, Der Rotobaron, Elephant Run, Busch Gardens Railway, and the Flying Machine. So it's mainly kiddie rides that are running today. To give you an idea of how light the crowds are, I was able to walk onto the front row of Apollo's Chariot today. At the same time though, by the time I was off the ride, I felt like I didn't have any hands left, so it's cold enough that you might want to use your discretion if you decide to ride a 200-foot tall coaster right now. I think it was the first time I've ever been in the front row on that coaster, and while I like it a lot, the coaster as a whole, the front row wasn't the greatest. It lost a lot of momentum on there. It didn't really feel like it reached its true potential, so I probably won't be doing that again in the future. A team member mentioned that back in December of last year around Christmas time, when we had severely cold temperatures, water froze in the engine of the red train, and it sounds like it did some pretty serious damage, so we may be without the red train at the park for a little while. Added since our last visit, they put this photo op here in front of the giant cuckoo clock area in Germany. You can pose in front of a big peacock tail feather, as Jen's doing here. Oddly enough, female peacocks don't really have that colorful of feathers, so it's out of place to have Jen here, but she's doing it anyway.
Busch Gardens.
We last had an update about Dark Coaster on our Mardi Gras video. Not much of one for this video, but it looks like they put a roof on the building outside, and they're doing a little bit more work. This is the building that we're thinking is probably going to be where you pick up your photos, but at the same time it's a little bit large just for a photo area, so I'm kind of rethinking that. I wonder if I could ask a team member and if they would give me any information. Here's a little bit more elevated view of this building that they put in outside of Dark Coaster. Dark Coaster is a particularly frustrating coaster to keep updating on because it's all indoors and we can't really see what's going on, but one thing I can say is that I see that the ladders that were there when we were here last time are now gone, so whatever they were working on there at the time is complete, it looks like. Over here at the Wirbelwind, however you say that, I'm assuming that's how you say it. There's the sign for it, but nothing but green fence. It's not here. So this is all that's left where the whirlwind used to be. Here's a look beyond the bushes and at the destruction that is where the whirlwind used to be. Got ladders and other items sitting there in the queue. I actually didn't hear about this happening, so I'm kind of surprised by this. Now this one we did know about, but this is the first time that we've been by this area since it happened. They closed down the mock tower. The structure outside of the tower is still standing, but the tower itself is already gone. Nothing but trees. Just like over on the Italy side, the Oktoberfest side of the bridge has a sign and a fence put up to keep you from getting anywhere near the bridge. Thankfully though, this one is right up on the bridge, so we can get a little bit of a better view of the work that they're doing to the bridge this winter. Some heavy equipment on that bridge right now. Doesn't look like anybody's working this moment, but it's understandable because it's pretty cold out today. Walked right by the gator in our Mardi Gras video and never filmed it, so here's a look at the Mardi Gras gator that's in the back of this truck on the porch of the Caribou Pottery store in New France. The theater that normally houses Celtic Fire is now currently showing a band called Killarney Band Unplugged from Mardi Gras, but they have a sign over here that lets everybody know Celtic Fire is going to be returning in March next month. So everybody has forewarning when the show will be back. Out in front of Annie's Cafe, which is the Starbucks location, there's a sign that I don't think I've ever seen before. Thirsty for convenience. They have this QR code you can scan where you can order a drink without waiting in line, and then when your drink is ready, they'll send you a message. So here, take a good look at this QR code. You can still frame this shot here and use the QR code when you're in the park if this poster isn't out when you're here, and you can order online to get your drink in advance. We didn't see this when we were leaving the park last time, but the side of the Globe Theater in the evening projects fleur-de-lis on one side, and as you continue around, it says Mardi Gras, and then fleur-de-lis in another color on the other side of the building. In this lighting, it's kind of hard to see on the camera, so I hope this comes through, but there are projections that we didn't see the last time that we were here. Okay, so finally some confirmation a couple hours later. The building that you're looking at right here, when it's completed, this is going to be a brand new Dark Coaster gift shop. So we have our answer. Let's hope that they have the good sense to call the new shop Gift Coaster. If they don't, I'll be very disappointed. So that's it for our updates for the 2023 season so far. It's shaping up to be a really good season. I'm glad we were able to find out definitively what that wooden structure is out in front of Dark Coaster. We'll be back again for the next festival in March. We'll have some more updates at that time. Thanks for watching. Also, please go check out our Instagram page. The link to the page will be appearing in the corner right now. And also, we'd appreciate it if you enjoyed the video, if you would like it and also subscribe. Each like and subscribe really helps out our channel, and we appreciate it very much. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for watching, but the fun's not over yet. Click the box in front of my face for another fun video, or click my tree to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss another video.